and he had to use scissors to cut it. When he asked his assistant for these scissors, I got a bit scared because I wasn't told that there will be scissors involved in cutting my eyes open. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In case you're new here in May 2020, you haven't missed so much. Even though my channel is quite old, I have only just decided to invest a little bit more into growing the channel and putting out some more interesting content. So you're welcome to join me on this journey, and please subscribe. And if you like the content of my channel and of this video, it would also do very well for me if you like the video also, because this will help grow the channel. So this is my first appearance in front of the camera, and I created this video to tell you about my laser eye surgery experience. In case you've been considering laser eye surgery, or you want to know about other people's experience, or maybe you're just curious about laser eye surgery in general, well, watch to the end, because I'm going to give you my experience and a bit of my story behind that. A little bit of history. I've had vision problems since I was a little kid. All through primary school and high school, I was always looking into other people's notebooks, or trying to sit in front of the class, asking my classmates, what did the teacher just write? And the worst thing was doing tests and exams. I had to struggle a lot to see what the test questions were, especially for those ones where they wrote the test questions on the board. I couldn't really look into other people's answer sheets to see what the questions were. And those random quizzes and stuff too, and the thing is, I completed all through primary school and high school, and after that I got glasses. The reason I got glasses was because I needed to learn how to drive, and if you can't see anything, you shouldn't be driving, right? I remember when I got my first pair of glasses, I was like, oh my god, I can actually see the leaves on the trees, I can actually see shades of colors on the grass. It was mind-blowing, and this was when I was about 16. I got used to using glasses so much that I couldn't afford to do without them. And if you wear glasses, you know that as the years go by, your prescriptions keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, especially if you got them from when you were a young child. I think I started with a -2 or so, and before I went into surgery, I was -5 on one eye and -5.25 on the other eye. It's crazy, right? And the thing with glasses is that you get so spoiled and you get so used to using them that you wake up in the morning and the first thing you want to do is reach for your glasses. That was my life. But with glasses comes other issues, I used to have headaches, I used to have tired eyes, I used to walk in front of the computer a lot. So what happened is I ordered glasses with blue light filters. Also, I used to have clear glasses, and then when I go out into the sun, it's too bright, so I ordered photochromic glasses to go with that. After a while, I got tired of these photochromic glasses, and then I just ordered fashionable prescription sunglasses, which I would switch to when I was out. So now I used to carry 2 pairs of glasses everywhere I'm going out. Then they would get smudged, slide down my nose, the usual eyeglass wearer problems. After a while, I started looking for ways to improve my eyesight. And if you go on the internet, there are so many different ways of improving that. I came across some holistic things like Bates method, eating more carrots, eating blueberries. There's some groups on Facebook, and of course there was laser eye surgery. To be honest, I tried some of these holistic methods. I won't comment on whether they work or not, but if you want to try them, you should go ahead and try it. Just that in the end, I settled on laser eye surgery. A funny thing happened last year while I was at the housing exhibition. I was just out and about, looking for new ideas for apartment, and then I came across the laser eye surgery saleswoman, at a housing exhibition. Strange, right? The thing is, I went to her, I knew she was a saleswoman and all that, but I was just curious about the whole thing, and I guess internally I wanted to know if I should go for this laser eye surgery. She gave me her experience with eye surgery because she also did laser eye surgery, and told me about the different types of laser eye surgery. And then she also took my contacts and said okay, they would call me later to book an appointment. About a week later I got the call, and I got an appointment for 1 month after that. I went into the clinic, and what they do is they basically check the health of your eyes. They take a lot of images of the inside of your eyes, check your last prescription, and then carry out a new prescription. And then they see if your refractive error has basically stabilized or if it's the same. Basically, you go through these machines that in the end will say whether your eyes are healthy, if they are stabilized, and if you are a worthy candidate for laser eye surgery. And yes, I was a worthy candidate for this. So in case you don't know much about laser eye surgery, what happens is they use a laser to reshape the cornea in your eye, which means they basically burn off parts of your eye till your refractive error is corrected. At the clinic where I did mine, there are two types offered. There was trans-PRK and there was FS-LASIK. The difference between the two is, first of all, in the price, in the pain level after surgery, and also the healing time. The results are the same though. Trans-PRK is cheaper, but it's relatively much more painful than FS-LASIK post-surgery, and also it takes more time to heal. Approximately 1 week after, I went for FS-LASIK because I didn't want to deal with the pain of surgery in my eyes, and then I could also go back to work faster. And my cornea was also thick enough for FS-LASIK. One thing to note is that if your cornea is too thin, or your refractive error is probably like -10 or something, trans-PRK might be the only option for you. So that's just something you should note, and take note of that in your research. Well, back to my experience. At the clinic, I was asked a few questions like why I want to do it, and some other background information like if I have anyone with eye diseases in my family. I was also told the different types of surgery, the pros and cons of each, and then they gave me a brochure and then told me to go home and let the process and the information marinate for a bit, to see if I really want it. To be honest, the thing is, I went home and then I started googling out the risks of laser eye surgery. Trust me, the internet is full of this. Also, at the clinic, they told me the surgeon who was going to carry out the operation on me. So I went home and I also googled him, and then I saw that he's an associate professor at the university, and also he has some publications to his name. He seems like a legit guy. I said, okay, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So after a while, they called me back to hear what I thought and if I wanted to go forward with the surgery. I mean, all things being equal, right? There's risk in everything we do. You leave your house, there's a risk of getting in an accident. And the thing with surgeries is there's always some people who end up as a statistic of what went wrong. I chose to be optimistic and I said yes to the surgery. And then I got a booking for about a week later. Something to know is if you use contacts, because contacts change the shape of your eyes a little bit, you have to stop wearing them for about 2 weeks to 3 months before your eye surgery. I never wore contacts, so I could do it the next day if possible. But they only had space for me about a week later. So when the day came, I was quite nervous, but still positive. At the clinic, they put me through these machines again, to just do a cross-check and be sure that they had the same results as last time. They gave me some Valium to calm my nerves a little bit. I don't know if it worked because I was still feeling quite nervous. The surgeon then took me to his office and did more checks, just to check up all the boxes, which I thought was a nice thing to do. So I was led into the surgery room and then I lay down on the surgery bed for a bit. We were chit-chatting, just to lighten the mood for a while, and then they also darkened the room. I was still nervous though, but the thing is, mean, after a while, they have to start, right? I started with my right eye, and what happens with FS-LASIK is they first of all use a tool to keep your eye in place, and then use another tool with a vacuum to keep your pupils in place. They switch on the first laser, which cuts the top of your cornea, and then the surgeon lifts this up with a tool, and then they use the second laser to reshape your cornea. I mean, it sounds gruesome and it feels gruesome to look at it, but on my end, I just had to focus on a light. First of all was a green light during the cut, and then a red light during the procedure. I think it took about 5 minutes tops. And the thing is, you can actually smell your cornea burnt at some point during the procedure. It smells like burnt hair, so not like burnt flesh or anything like that. Yeah, but if you don't expect this, it can be something strange to find out during the procedure. I was told about it during the first clinic visit, so I kind of expected, okay, I would smell this at some point. My left eye was the more stubborn one. After operating on the first eye, they covered it, and I don't know if I had a lazy left eye or something like that, but it seems like it kept drifting and losing focus on the spot of light I was supposed to focus on. And because of this, the cut wasn't complete for them to lift it open, and he had to use scissors to cut it. When he asked his assistant for these scissors, I got a bit scared because I wasn't told that there would be scissors involved in cutting my eyes open. One of the assistants had to hold my hand because they saw I was scared. I mean, it seems like the Valium they gave me was the diluted version, because even though it was dark, I was still very nervous, and my pupils were very, very, very constricted. Anyway, after a while, he made this mechanical cut with the scissors and was able to lift the cornea muscle open and operate on the eye. My left eye was also drifting during the reshaping, but they have these tracker things which follow the movement of your pupils, and so that the laser hits exactly where it's supposed to hit. At the end of the whole thing, I was in the room for maybe 20 minutes in total. And the thing is, because my left eye had complications, he used the bandage contact lens to protect the cut. After this, they led me to a waiting room to sit down for a while, get my orientation and all those kind of things. I looked outside the window, and without glasses I could see the hotel, the logo of a hotel by the sea. I blinked for like 5 or 6 times just to be sure it wasn't in my head, and boom, mind blown. Oh my god. After like 15 to 20 minutes of sitting there and looking outside the window, they made one final check, gave me some materials and some advice, and then I was allowed to go home. If you're doing laser eye surgery, you can't drive after the surgery, so maybe you should come with somebody or get a taxi to take you home. But I live right in town, and the surgery center is right in town, so I was able to walk home. I had to sleep with these protective goggles on, no swimming, no sauna, no touching my eyes, no water on my face, no combing my hair, things like that. And this is because, no foreign particles should get into my eyes due to risk of infection. But the thing is, when I went home, I just went to bed and slept for like 5 hours. When I woke up, I almost reached for my glasses. But then I realized that, oh my god, my life from the get-go is in 8K Ultra HD. Now, some things that happened after the surgery. Around my pupils were red. This was because when they use the vacuum thing to hold your pupils down, some blood vessels can get burst. And yeah, it can leave a red mark around your pupils. Now it's gone, but it takes a while before it goes. I also had to use some eye drops because they cut nerves in my eyes, and that means that my eyes might be dry and I won't even know. So I had to use some artificial tears. Also around bright light sources, I saw halos. I still see halos around bright light sources. I also noticed that in the night time, my eyesight is not as good as it is during the daytime. Well, yeah, but it's in 8K Ultra HD. I can watch Netflix from across the the sofa without needing my glasses, After 3 days, I went back to the surgeon so he could remove the contact bandage lens on my left eye. And about 1 week after that, I started noticing that my left eye was getting red. I got a bit scared and called my optometrist to tell her about it. And she told me to just drop by the office the next day as fast as I could. When she checked, she saw that what happened is that my eyes were so dry that I would need to use more of the drops than I currently did. At that time, I think I was applying the drops about once every 2 hours, but she told me to up them to once every hour. That was 2 months ago, and now it's May. Yesterday I went for the final scheduled checkup, and my results are in. It's 0 on the left eye and 0 on the right eye. Just a little bit of astigmatism, which she said it was insignificant and negligible because of the tear film. But the thing is that my eyes are sharper than 20/20. When I was doing this holistic method, I had this chart in my kitchen which I would use to test myself. Even at home, I can see more than 20/20. My right eye is still better than my left eye, and my left eye still have some dryness. I'll need to keep using the drops for at least 6 to 8 months. And this is because it takes about that long for the cut nerves to heal. I'll still see halos around light sources for about a year or so, and I also need to protect my eyes from dust and extremely bright lights when going outside, so that means I should use sunglasses. But now I can use fashionable ones though. I don't also need another scheduled checkup, but if there are any complications or any issues, I can go back to the clinic at any time. There is a 5-year warranty on my eyes, or the eyesight procedure at least, but overall I'm happy with the results. Now, if you've been considering laser eye surgery and you are still on the fence about that, the first thing you should do is ask yourself, why do you want to do it? It's a very personal choice that you would have to live it for the rest of your life if something unfortunately goes wrong. But the thing is, as with any other kind of surgery, you should know that there is a risk of complication. Wait until your eyesight is stabilized also. The perfect timing is usually around your late 20s. And if you're wearing contacts, try to release yourself from these contact lenses for a month or two, just to get your eyes back into the original shape it was or it's supposed to be. Do some research, check for reputable eye surgery centers around your area, check their reviews on Facebook, Trustpilot, just Google them. Also visit the center to check your eye health and see what kind of surgery you're actually eligible for. After this, take some time to think about it. If you have to take a month, think about it, that's fine. You have to take a week, think about it, that's fine. And if your heart feels that you should go for it in the end, why not? Go for it, Well, if you live in Norway and you want to check if you're eligible for eye surgery, I have a code which it's right here, and you can use to get some consultation at any of the eye centers. I also put the code in the description. But if you still use glasses, or if you still want to use glasses and you want some affordable and stylish eyeglasses and also prescription sunglasses, those are my best. I used to buy from I Buy Direct, and there's also a coupon code here and you can get a discount off your order. I also put it as well in the description, as well as the home test eye chat in case you want to test your eyesight at home. Yeah, so that's my experience with laser eye surgery. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if it was informative or if it helped you make your decision in any way, or you just enjoy watching me talk, give this video a thumbs up, and if you subscribe to my channel also, it will help me to grow this channel and encourage me to put out much more interesting content. Till next time, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.